Speakers, we begin National Holodomor Awareness Week. I join with Ukrainians in Ontario, in Canada, and around the world to remember the victims of the Holodomor, the Ukrainian genocide. Holodomor was a famine in which it is estimated as many as 10 million Ukrainians, many of whom were children, were targeted and intentionally and systematically starved to death in 1932 and 33 by the communist dictator Joseph Stalin. Stalin was punishing Ukrainians for resisting Soviet rule. Soviet authorities confiscated all food grown by Ukrainian farmers. Although the harvest was rich, Ukrainian people were forbidden to touch it. Anyone, including children, caught taking even a stalk could be executed. Special squads were dispatched to search homes and forcibly take all food from Ukrainian people, ensuring a mass famine would ensue. These targeted and intentional crimes turned Europe's breadbasket into a land of immeasurable human suffering. While millions were dying of starvation, the Soviets took the wheat the Ukrainians had produced and sold it abroad. Excuse me. This genocidal famine was denied, ignored, and covered up throughout much of the 20th century. Despite decades of oppressive rule, Ukrainians refused to abandon their drive for freedom and independence. Speaker, this past year I became more acquainted with the history of the Holodomor, as I had the incredible honour of meeting a few Holodomor survivors as well as their children and grandchildren. This past May, we hosted a Holodomor Awareness Night with our leader Patrick Brown and our caucus. We heard narratives from speakers from the League of Ukrainian Canadians, the Holodomor National Awareness Tour, the Holodomor Research and Education Consortium, and other organizations. Hearing the historical facts and figures and the stories of suffering, trauma, and personal tragedy gave me much food for thought and reflection. However, an innate part of all these stories was incredible courage, determination, fight for freedom, and a message of hope. I am truly amazed at the incredible work the Ukrainian community in Canada has been doing and continues to do to educate us fellow Canadians about the dark depths that humanity can sink to, but also about the unbreakable spirit of Ukrainian people. Whether it is the Holodomor bus, which I highly encourage all members to visit when they have the opportunity, the updates to our school curricula, or the efforts to erect a memorial to the victims of the Holodomor in Toronto, I applaud Ukrainians of Canadian heritage for these important initiatives. Today, Ukraine faces new challenges to her territory and independence. Once again, Ukrainian people have demonstrated and continue to demonstrate their unyielding commitment to human dignity. Ukraine's current struggle for freedom and democracy is a testament to the unbreakable spirit of its people and honours the memory of the many who perished under Stalin's brutal rule. Canadians of Ukrainian heritage who have made many significant contributions to this province and this country over many generations have been key in ensuring that we properly honour the memory of those who perished in one of the greatest tragedies of the last century. In Ontario, the fourth Saturday of November in each year is proclaimed Holodomor Memorial Day, to memorial those who perished as victims of genocide by famine that occurred in Ukraine in 1932 and 33. Throughout this week and in the days ahead, many events will be held across Canada to commemorate the Holodomor. I will be honoured to attend one such commemoration this Saturday in Etobicoke, organized by the Ukrainian Congress, together with my PC leader, Patrick Brown. By commemorating the victims of Holodomor, we remind Ontarians that we share a responsibility to advance freedom, human rights, the rule of law, and to oppose tyranny in all its forms. Today, I join all Ontarians, particularly Ontarians Canadians of Ukrainian origin, in solemnly marking the anniversary of this most heinous crime against humanity.
Thank you.